Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. And we're into September, so oh goody, it's all the vineyard stuff to get done. Also, I've got my hops to get done. I've got some grapes to get on with. Yeah, so it's gonna be a bit of a long old day, I think. But how you doing there, Carolyn and Mr. Bodine and everybody else out there? Hope you all had a great weekend. So over the weekend, obviously, I carried on playing as usual. Um, just to actually pause that there just a sec, and we'll show you what I've been doing. So, yeah, well, what day was it? Yesterday or the day before? Saturday it was when I was watching Mr. X-Man. Obviously, that was sort of afternoon for me. I was playing away as normal. Um, and I was actually over here by field 33. Now, it may look a little bit bigger, but because it is. I've basically gone in. Let me jump over to this tractor. I've actually removed the trees from this end, down the bottom, and the far end now, and expanded this field just a little bit. It's only about 3 to 4 plows around the edge, but it just makes it so much bigger. Obviously, this dude's now actually finished thinking about it, so I can get him sent back. I have gone through, smoothed off the land where it was a little bit funny, shall we say, and I've got some saplings in. And how is Mr. NBC Mustard doing today?
No, I'm still alive. I haven't died yet.
Cool. Right, let me just sort this wheel out because it's not quite right. Let's do that. Let's do that. And hopefully that should be fine.
How's my
Yep.
favorite alpaca doing?
I'm not doing too bad, thanks. Not too bad.
Oh, good.
There we
It's been a
go.
while.
It has been. Obviously, you've been very busy with real life stuff. And yeah, very rarely jump in Discord at the minute because obviously looking after the wife and stuff. So yeah. That's a lot bigger then. Yeah, just a little bit there, Bodine. Just a little bit. But hopefully that should be fine for now. Obviously, I do want at some point to come along and clear these trees on the right hand side as we're going down. Basically going all the way around all these fields. I'm going to be replanting them with spruces just because they don't change in throughout the year and it's better for the frame rates. And Mr. NBC, thank you very much for the resub. 27 months.
Not a problem.
Wow. Much appreciated. It's hard to believe it could be going that long, if not longer.
I know.
Yipes. God, how time flies.
It does.
Mm. But yep, so not a lot going on really. Just gonna carry on as normal. But I need to get this guy back first of all. But yeah, one thing I still need to do is obviously set up the auto drive for unloading harvesters, but I can do that at any time. But yeah, I've got to get my hops harvested, grapes harvested. Obviously, grapes are going to be going direct into the wine factory this time. Obviously, this is the first year since placing the wine factory down. I can get products into it, so yay! Right then, so let's get this sorted out. I did go through. I got my first load of piggies into the butchers. I did 4 trailer loads earlier today, and I also transported the first load of dogs to Tashi Cat's rescue. So, yay! So that's going to help out a little bit. There we go. So I'll leave that there. I'll get that sorted out later on. Now, I just want to check the crop calendar. Okay, so we kind of started getting wheat, barley, in up here. Mustard is going to be going elsewhere. And Mr. Jers 53 UK, how you doing, bud? Thank you very much for the 3 stream streak and the T-Rex roar. But yeah, there we go. Actually, while I think about it, And thank you very, very much for that resub with Prime for 9 months, Mr. Jers. But if you guys are not following Mr. NBC as well, make sure to click on that link, give him a follow. Obviously, he has been playing Subsistence over the weekend, as well as oh cripes, Satisfactory. I forgot where I was there for a minute because I haven't played it in so long. It's terrible. But yeah, make sure to go over and check him out, guys. But yeah, how you get on with Subsistence anyway? Because obviously I missed your stream last night.
We're doing good. So I got the single player game going, and then I've got the server play going. We're doing really good in it, and
Cool.
stuff. We keep getting further and further. So, but
Nice, 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 nice,
at
nice.
some point, I will make my return to Farm Sim,
Yeah.
and everybody will know when it happens.
The thing
Talked a
is,
little bit about it last night during yesterday's stream.
yeah. Are you going to be planning on just doing 22, or are you going to wait till the potential
Nope.
next game?
I'll come back to 22.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Cool.
I am debating right now. I might create a map for my play.
Oh.
Nothing I would release, but just something
Yeah.
for me. But we'll see. Hey, Carolyn, how are you? Yes, I
Yes.
am. 27 years and counting.
Yep. Much appreciated for your services overseas.
Oh, thank
Obviously, I'm in the UK, so I can't really say for my country. But yeah.
you.
But yeah. And
I
no,
completely
yeah.
understand.
Obviously, no matter who you are, where you are in the world, if you've served your country, much appreciated to everyone. No matter if you're in America, the UK, Canada, wherever, we all love you for it. Oh, there we go. My reversing with the wheel is terrible. There we go. Right, open you up. Let's see if I can get you filled up. Hopefully I've filled this up. There we go.
I have somewhere between. I'll be in for at least another 2 years. I could stay up to another 10. I haven't really decided yet.
Actually, let's test it slight angle. Yes. Let's see if I can find the trigger on this thing. I always have trouble with this. Let's see if I can find it. Where are you? Nope. There, there. Oh, right there. It's a very small trigger there, so yeah, gotta be very, very careful. How you doing there, Mr. Farming Trucker? Welcome in, buddy. Right, let's get this guy set up. So we're going to be doing wheat and barley over here. So this is obviously my New Holland farm, and it's primarily going to be doing grain crops over here. So, let's see. I think I'm probably going to go with barley to start off with. Oh, let's go backwards because I went right past it. There's some barley right there. Now, obviously, if you're kind of new to the game and you weren't aware, obviously the Y key allows you to tab through the different crop types. Now you can actually back tab by holding down the left shift key and then hitting the Y key. So right now obviously the Y key just goes forward through. Obviously if you hold down that shift key you can actually go backwards through them, so makes life a little bit simpler than 19. Obviously if you went past a crop that you wanted, and it was a bit of a pain having to go all the way back through, especially with the amount of crops on here. So yeah, I'll see if I can help out in any way with little tips like that. Just have to ask. Right then, let's get this unfolded. There we go. And we'll get this
Yeah,
guy
I could do that too, Carolyn. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
sorted out.
Except I hate school. I actually got to go in over the next month or so and get my college transcripts from the military to see where I sit.
Alright, yeah.
So
Right, so we'll set
maybe I'll
you
have the
off.
government pay for some Lua classes.
Oh, that'd be kind of nice, wouldn't it? There we go. Yeah, so we can get Mr. Hired Helper on this. There we go. Right, he's fine. I'll keep an eye on him uh, for unloading purposes. So while he's doing that, so just a quick one. Obviously, down here I do have a hired helper just mowing my grass area. I'm going to move him on to the alfalfa and clover. I kind of like that. It's cool. Um, so yeah, the worst thing is all of my grass, alfalfa, and um, clover fields are fully covered in weeds. Now, I always thought with precision farming it was meant to be sort of spots here and there, but no. Mine is fully loaded with weeds and I didn't even realise, so I need to get that sorted out at some point. While I think about it, thinking about sorting things out, I do need to get
But
my
you broke it.
combine. It's only since Dave did the update. It's weird, because obviously he added it into alfalfa, and I think he also
Right.
did clover as well. Now, yeah, both of them are like, boom. Hopefully, because obviously this is the first proper cut really since planting those. I'm hoping, fingers
Oh,
crossed,
yep.
it'll ease off next time. So yeah. Now while I'm here, I do need to grab a header for this dude, and we'll grab this one here. Perfect color. That'll do fine.
Yeah, those wouldn't be bad options either, Carolyn.
Woodworking classes. Now that is I don't know about over there in America. Um, but woodwork over here, especially, people who do that sort of thing is very, very in demand. Because obviously all these old crafts are just sort of gone where the dinosaur really now. So yeah.
Right. Yep.
Nope,
I
they
did
say fill the
woodworking in
weeds.
school and actually won awards and stuff for it.
Mhm. Yeah, I made a plug protector out of wood when I was in school. I was proud of it.
Yep.
Obviously at that time, you know how nowadays with usually on the outside wall you've got like a plug, and it's got like that little flap that covers it so it doesn't get wet and stuff like that. It was something
Right.
similar to that, but for having in like the kitchen, so it had like a cover where you could lift it up, but it was primarily made out of wood. So yeah, that wouldn't really have worked very well with electrics if it got any wood and spark. Yeah, a bit dangerous, but yeah, it was a nice idea at the time. And then obviously a few years later, it started coming into mainstream shops and yeah, being fitted to houses for your caravan to hook up to and such. So yeah, so I should have copyrighted it back then. Oh well. Right, teasing him, but my uncle went to school to learn everything he wanted. He would tease. Oh, we would tease him sometimes about that. To be honest, I think going back to school later on in life is a great idea for some people who are coming out of the army, for example, or the armed forces, or they've had a really long career in one aspect over another. But getting that new knowledge definitely helps. Um, I know over the last few years, personally, I've done like things like computer studies, stuff like that. So I know a little bit about computers and like Word, Notepad, actually setting up spreadsheets and stuff like that. But going more in depth, I would love to know more about like obviously the Lua scripting, obviously modeling with Blender, for example. That is still something I've dabbled with, but I would like to try and, if I can get more time, to actually get in there, create a proper model of something, get it in game, kind of like what Green Thumb Farmer does, and all the other guys like at Giants who have created all these fun little vehicles and stuff in the game. That's something I would love to do. Not maybe not a vehicle, but maybe like a building or something to start off with, something small, something simple. But yeah, I struggle even now. And obviously, Mr. Acidburn, thank you very much for that Prime resub as well for 18 months. Much, much appreciated. Billy, did you actually paint your whole map in Metal 2? Kind of. some of it did, and then a couple of weeks ago I went in and edited the XML. To be honest, uh, yeah, I ended up taking out the bushes and stuff that was extra in there. It was just getting so tedious removing bushes here, there, and everywhere. So I ended up just editing the XML, taking it out. Obviously, made a copy of it, so whenever the map gets updated, I'll just replace the metal texture. Uh, but yeah, but to be honest, a lot of it was painted metal too. The biggest issue I found was especially around fields. That is the worst part. When obviously redoing it, if you have a bush that's literally right on the edge, I was finding at times I was going over too far, and it was really annoying. So yeah, I just removed them completely from the XML. But yeah, as nice as those bushes are, I prefer just the grass. Uh, it looks so much nicer in my opinion. Let me just refresh that quickly. There we go. Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, it's a really easy edit if you know how to do it. Just go into the basically the metal, was it metal US XML, and remove anything that says bush. I've basically kept the is it the two main green foliages and the I think it's the brown hay grass, I think it is. Apart from that, all the rest went. It's literally only about three different layers are in there. And the one thing as well, with removing those bushes as well, um, Dave will probably kill me for saying this, but I do find the map runs a little bit smoother as well because you're not rendering in all those thousands of bushes. So yeah. Oh, Carolyn, just out of curiosity, did you get yourself sorted out yesterday? I know you've been having problems with the Modfollow switcher installing and everything, but I know you were in there with Mr. Reaper, and obviously he gave you the idea of setting out a folder and then relinking it to that on your desktop. Hopefully you did, because obviously the map is great to play on. Obviously, if you play multiple maps, yeah, it does become a little bit tedious having to constantly switch out all the mods if you have to. Oh, but yeah, I know 19 and now, to be honest, a lot of some computers, not a lot, but there is some that just do not seem to like that mod follow switcher. Don't know why. It's a pain. Hey, I've done it. Okay. But yeah, if you ever need any help, just give us a shout. You know where I am in Discord. Obviously, I don't. Obviously, I tend to go to bed around about midnight my time, so just bear that one in mind. So yeah. Hey there, Mr. Gamer Paul. How is Mr. Gamer Paul doing? Did you find your sell point yet? That's working. So Mr. Gamer Paul is actually after a sell point for primarily selling, um, like was it liquid manure, digestate and stuff? Because yeah, when you get a lot of cows and pigs, they put out a lot of it. That's for sure. Obviously, you can put it into making fertilizer and stuff like that. But yeah, if you got an abundance of that, it's like terrible. Actually, what's one thing I do need to do is check all my fertilizers to make sure they're all set up. Right, and also we can get this guy on this poppy field. Obviously, this is ready, so I can just leave this alone. I will get an auto drive over here just to unload. But obviously, just in case you weren't aware, there was no update to the map this weekend, which is kind of cool. So you just carry on as normal, enjoying it. I'm not sure if there's going to be anything this weekend, possibly. I know Dave's been having a look into different little tweaks and stuff as usual. Oh, wrong key, there we go. So there may be one. I am currently working on a potential tier 4 sugar factory. It was kind of brought up the other day during Green Thumb Farmer's stream. Obviously, he's getting quite a lot of molasses building up, and obviously Dave mentioned about obviously molasses could be used to make brown sugar. So, kind of thinking now about a tier 4 factory that will do the normal products, but also turn your excess molasses, into brown sugar that can then be used as a alternate for normal sugar. So that's something I'm currently working on. I've already got the XML converted to 22. I've just got to do all the hard bit now to get it buildable, all the palette visuals set up and stuff like that. Right, let's get this going. And get the hard helper on there. I will check chat in just a sec. So hard helper. Which field are we on? I can never remember. 14, yeah. Now obviously I'm using auto drive, so 14 in here is fine. And I'll go grab a trailer for him. There, that's perfect. Oh, and he's hooked up already. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, I'll try and answer as quickly as possible. Obviously, I do have a real life as well, so it may take a little bit longer. So, but yeah, I'll try my best to answer when I can and as soon as I can. I got one that works. It's my little container, but it works. Okay, cool. Cool. What XML file was that for removing bushes? So it's actually within the map itself, and I'll get this guy going and I'll quickly run through it. Right, let me get this set up. Now obviously Dave's probably going to kill me for saying this, but it does help in my opinion. What will be 14 wasn't it? So 14 to the main silo, that's good enough. Go! Now one nice thing is if you were caught Dave's stream yesterday, I actually beat him in fishing. Aha! I'm happy about that. It was literally only one fish difference. Or maybe two actually, but yeah, in that second competition. So, what you would need to do is come to your PV Canyon Crossing folder, unzip it if you want to. I tend not to because I got a funny thing on my computer that will allow me to just pull the XML out. Where is it? PV Canyon Crossing. Right there. Now, if you go into your foliage folder here, you will find all the different foliages that's on this map. What you want to do is look for the meadow, which is right here folder. Come into here, and the one you want to edit is the meadow US. Now, obviously, if you open that up in Notepad or Notepad++, let me close some of these screens down. There we go. You'll have a whole list of different things, including the bushes. All you literally need to keep is the ones such as the green small, the green medium, obviously the harvest ready state, and then the cut state. As long as you've got them in there, anything else could technically be removed. So yeah, that's literally all you need. So I'll leave that up there just a second so you guys can get an idea of what you need to remove and keep. Once you've done the little edit, just save it and then load up your game. You should be good to go. If you do have any issues, let me know. I've got it on my Google Drive, but I would like people to try at least and do it for themselves. And obviously, remember, when the map gets updated, you will have to replace this each time. It doesn't save it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's an easy, quick edit, and that's all you need to do, to be honest. So yeah, it should technically match in with the US 2 state. Actually, that one's got a few more layers into it, but yeah. I didn't even realise that. What's 3 then? Wow, look at all this different stuff in here. See, all this you really don't need it all, to be honest. Makes it a little bit laggy, but yeah, there you go, guys. That's all you do. So simple. Now, while this dude is driving, how you doing there, 19 Bowser 60? Hopefully that's how you pronounce your name. Right. Yeah, no, she hasn't been able to get it working. But that's the thing. I've helped quite a few people, or tried to, but there is some systems out there that just don't seem to like it. Something in the programming or something, I really don't know. It's unfortunate for them because obviously it is such an easy way of switching your mod folders. But yes, when's the pie and cake factory coming, Billy? Oh, I don't know yet. Obviously, Dave doesn't want any more factories really, but I think this tier 4 sugar factory that I'm working on is definitely going to help because I've noticed personally this in-game year especially is I've had to put a second sugar factory down. Hence why I was thinking this tier 4 version. Actually, what I think about it, I don't know. For those who
I
may
think
not
there's
have,
too many factories as there is.
yeah. Obviously, the nice thing is that will eliminate having those two sugar factories, so I could get them off. Um, and I don't know if there's anything else that we could combine in with it. That might be a nice idea as well. Um, let's see, where the heck is it? So obviously, if you ever played PvE County, you had Domino Sugar. So that's basically the building that I'm going to be using, the visuals. So if you haven't seen it before, and you're kind of new to the game, and why is that showing unstable? I don't know. So it's kind of similar to Planter's Peanuts, so shape-wise. So what I'm going to do is basically take most of the stuff from that to set this up. So it's going to cut out a whole load of issues, which is kind of nice. But yeah, this is what I'll be using. So we're going to have obviously a water unload area at the front. Obviously, this is where you'd be picking up your yeast pallets. Obviously, you got your molasses over here. Obviously, this will probably be taken out because this is where the sugar was filled into a tipper. Obviously, that's not an option at the minute. But yeah, this whole thing has got a little bit more work to be done. Obviously, you've got to get it in game, get it tested. Obviously, you've got your unload area there. Got to make sure the belts are all going the right way. And yeah, a whole lot of work. Get these displays all working again. Make sure it's all good. So hopefully, if I can get this done this week, it'll be in the update if Dave puts one out this weekend. If not, it'll be the next one. So yeah, that's what I am working on at the minute. No, I don't want to save you. So a little bit of work. Got to rearrange a few things so it looks a little bit tighter in the folder as well. So yay. Um, let's see. I got it to work, but my FPS is very low. Okay, cowboy. What it could be is just rendering the map back in. So maybe just let it sit, bounce around the map a few times, render in the map, and see if that stabilizes it. So yeah. So just in case anybody was aware, oh go away you silly thing. I don't know why, but some people have had an issue loading the map up since the last update. Don't know why personally. One thing you could do if it's not already is obviously lower your texture resolution. Um, Apart from that, the only other thing is possibly a bad download could have caused it. So maybe deleting the map, re-download it. It is what it is, unfortunately. I haven't had any issues. Obviously, the only time I get any FPS drop is when the crops are changing, which is this sort of time. It's just starting to ease off now. It's still a little bit low in places, but it's getting there. But yeah, I think next month is going to be the big one because most of these crops are going to be becoming ready. So yeah, uh, yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, all my orchards coming ready at the same time. Plus this, and down here is yeah, there's a whole lot going to be ready in October. I was kind of hoping some more of it would have been ready now, but yeah, not quite. But right, so he should be fine once he gets back. Obviously, we've got this dude on the grass cutting that, so he's fine. So yeah, I can jump back to doing my hops. I'm hoping since this last update that we'll get a little bit more off of these. That is the aim anyway. So but yeah, I've got my obviously wine factory right down here. So a little drive from my grapes, which are just showing at the far end there. And then I can get them in there and start producing some wine, so more ching, which is nice. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for now. Obviously, I've got some lobster pots being filled up at the minute as well. So once they're full, I can get them pulled and then put into storage and sold. Where the heck? Yeah, there. There we go. Keep forgetting about that there. Alrighty, take you off. I might as well just use my keyboard. I set my wheel, but I think I'm gonna be more on the keyboard doing this part. There we go. Lovely, liking it, liking it, liking it a lot. So yeah, obviously, if you've got any questions about the map, you're more than welcome to drop them in chat, and I'll see if I can answer it for you. I kind of know a little bit. Let me refresh that because it's saying low, unstable connection. Don't know why. Right, actually, it's going to take a little while. So, obviously, over the weekend, I did put out a mod for anybody who's interested. Obviously, I showed it off a little bit last week. So, obviously, a new trailer somewhere in here. There it is. So, I made a little edit, should we say, to this trailer. One, it will auto load the rocks and pallets into it, which is kind of nice. So if you've got quite a lot of rocks, you may want to switch over to this compared to the smaller one. It will double stack pallets all the way down. I had a little bit of a iffy bit sort of around about the middle. Just had to move a little bit, and then obviously they carry on loading, which is kind of nice. Um, Obviously, if you haven't seen this, obviously capacity wise, obviously you got your default, your double default, which goes up to 118,000 litres, no, 118,000 litres, whatever it is. I hate this little bit where it changes. I wish it stayed the same. And then obviously I've gone in and added some unreal capacities for those who like the bigger capacities. So you've got 250,000, 500,000, a million, and I thought I'd just throw in a 2 million as well for you guys. I primarily wanted it slightly higher for the root crops because you get so much off of that. You don't want to be going back and forth every 5 minutes. Obviously, it doesn't have the Billy alpaca on this side. Sorry, I took that off, but I did leave on the little alpaca at the bottom just so it was from me. Color option wise, obviously you got a design color. Now this is what where I would say, yeah, 118.8 800,000. Yeah, yeah, whatever body put in. Thank you. I'm terrible. 118,800 liters. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is on my Trello at the minute. So when you're choosing the color options, go for the primary color first, so the design color. So obviously I'm just going to use this purple as an option. And then if you want a material effect on it, now if you're not sure what a material effect, so you know your chrome, your painted steel, stuff like that, this is where you select them from now with this way. So obviously initially painted steel doesn't change actually, but then you can go in, you can do a chrome version, you can have a steel version, there's a plastic sort of matte sort of colour, interesting. And then obviously finally you have the metallic version. I kind of like that metallic on some of this stuff. It looks kind of funky. Um, Obviously rim options as well. I did match the color options to it, so obviously that one is metallic, so you could have the metallic rims to match the body. So yeah, obviously that is on my Trello. With this, you can open up the back door on its own with the Y key. And then if you hit the Z key, this actually has a moving floor on it. So if you do have rocks in there or pallets, stuff like that, you can actually move them down to unload. Obviously, when you've got pallets in, you cannot tip it. I've found it's kind of set up a little bit weird, but obviously, I like it overall for transporting the rocks in mass. So yeah, I'd definitely go for it. And oops, It will be on the any map mods, I believe it is. I'll show you in just a sec. Let me get this guy back. Obviously, got a little bit distracted there. Actually, let me pause that there a sec. Go to desktop. Hey, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, how you doing, buddy? Eat time, be back later. Okay, no worries. So yeah, if you come on over to my Trello, just remember to scroll across to the right, and then under the for any FS22 maps, it's right there, guys. So just click on the image, and then click on the little paperclip right there, and then you can just download it. Also, if you do have any issues, let me know. So far, I haven't had any personally, but yeah, it is right there for you. And how you doing there, Papu the Hut? Papu of the Hut. So that is there. I am still working on the animal trailer, just so you guys are aware. I am going to limit it actually to only transporting dogs and cats. Oh, there it goes. Gone to excellent now. So, yeah, get back in here. I was actually using it earlier, so at the minute I'm going to keep it with the animal trailers so it doesn't confuse too many people. So under the animal trailers, obviously there's the Noah right there that I've been editing for this map. There's no color options at the minute. I haven't been able to get them to work. Obviously in the XML and stuff, it's only calling for the Flegel um, name there for color optionable. I'll have to have a little play around, see if I can do something before I release it. If not, it's just going to be as it is. One nice thing is Mr. Green Thumb Farmer did take it into this trailer into Blender and created a nice little platform that's separatable um, for me just to do it. So I ended up doing two layers. Um, it will currently hold 26 dogs, 190 cats. I am going to do a little bit more rearranging on the dog side of things so I can get more in there. So that is still work in progress. Hopefully by the end of this week, if not today, this will be sorted out and on my Trello. There we go. It's up you. So yeah, it's all fun and games. It really is. And how you doing there, Rusty Nail? Can you think of a reason someone's mod folder would not be switching folders? Um, off the top of my head, possibly not connected to the game correctly, or actually, I don't know to be honest. Apart from that, it's the only thing
Reason why someone's mod folder would not connect to one, if they reinstalled the mod folder switcher, it's going to
yeah,
be in a different
true.
location, so it's not calling from it. Or if they made the folder, like let's say it was on their desktop and then they moved it to their documents, it's not going to be in the same spot, so the directory is wrong.
That's true. Yeah, yeah. What they could try doing is deleting the button and then relinking it, which is really simple. Thanks for that. My brain's kind of gone a bit fuzzy lately. I don't know why. Thinking too much about anything, everything else. So let me. Yeah. So say for instance I tried using this and it wasn't showing up. What you can do is click on the reset button at the bottom, and then click on the button, and it'll actually remove it. Make sure to unselect it, and then all you do is find your folder again, and then link it to a new button and try it that way. Obviously,
The other thing too is if they had mod folder switcher up and let's say they were on one and then they clicked on another and they didn't shut the mod folder switcher, it would still be on the old folder. So it would look like it's not linking, but you have to close the mod folder switcher for it to link.
right, and also at the bottom here, I don't know if it comes through very well, but it's currently showing current mod folder equals default. Make sure that you're going back onto that folder that you need to make sure it's showing down here correctly. So obviously mine says username. Well, I don't know why this OneDrive keeps showing up on my computer. It's a pain. I don't even have OneDrive on here. But yeah, it's going to the desktop, which is where I want it to be, and obviously my PV Canyon folder. So yeah, make sure that it is pathed at the bottom here. Obviously, what you could always just do is click on one of the other buttons and then double click on back onto that folder as well. That's the only other option I could think of really. It wouldn't show up, but yeah. Once you
Hey, Rusty.
have your folder set up, I always recommend loading up the game and then closing it down just so it saves it before you even close this down. I know some people say once you've got the button there, close it and then load up the game. I always load up the game first before closing this down. I've had issues when I've closed it before loading up the game after setting up a folder. So, oh, I think no, I know a lot of people's systems are different, but yeah, give that a try as well. There we go. Cool. Yeah, just so you guys are aware, I do switch between screens for the simple fact I get little pop-ups every now and again, and obviously private messages on my computer. So I don't want you guys to see all that sort of stuff. So that's why I keep switching screens. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's cool. There we go. See, it's gone unstable again, showing on Stream Manager. What's going on today? Which is very, very weird. So the other person is NBC Master Dad, just so you're aware. He's another member of the SGA, and obviously he did actually a couple of maps. NBC Acres and Underhill Valley. I liked it on Underhill. I missed that one actually. NB. Oh. And well, remember, if you're not following him, make sure to click on that link and give him a follow. So you've done exactly
Thank you.
what the other person said, but I even removed and reinstalled it. I will look into it further, thanks. Okay, obviously, best time to really ask is when Dave's around, because obviously he created it. He may be able to figure something out that we don't. And obviously, if any of you guys out there as well um, have an idea, you're more than welcome to drop it in chat. Seems like there's a few people having issues at the minute with the mod follow switcher and don't know why. So yeah, I do close it and reopen it before I start playing after change. Yeah, okay. Okie dokie. Oh, I was getting an unstable yesterday. Okay, saying that, yeah, your stream was good yesterday. When I was watching it, so not sure what's going on there. Maybe something with Twitch having a funny 5 minutes. And there we go. A bit of a shout out for Mr. Green Thumb Farmer himself. Obviously, he did put out some updates over the weekend, plus two new mods, some new placeables. Let me pop that there just a sec. I think I remembered to add them this time. um, right, I can never remember where he put them. Let's see. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Let's see if I can find them. They're probably under the PV stuff. I can never remember. There's his sheds. I've got a feeling they're under the PV stuff in the storage, maybe, for some weird reason. Productions. Is it a productions? Is it really? Okay. Intriguing. Oh, there you go. Yep, right there. So the first one is a pellet factory. Let me see if I can find a bit of grass area. So if you've got the straw harvest mod and you wanted to create pellets a little bit easier, there is this. Obviously, you've got a big, huge unloading area for your hay and straw at the front. So he's got some funky new grass little or glass silos and stuff inside. Looks kind of good. Obviously, you need to add water, molasses, obviously hay and straw, and then you get your pellets out. Hmm. Sorry, I was just looking at the image of the molasses there. It looked a little bit funky. It's just where it's over on the edge there. But yeah, there you go. So you got your end, the other end, which is your taking your products back out. Kind of nice little thing. So yeah, he's done a good job on that. In addition, he also did a TMR mixer. So if you're just starting out and you need like TMR for your cow feed, this would be a great one. So you got your unload area on one end, huge old area. This will take obviously built and loose, so just so you are aware. Also you do need your mineral feed to make your TMR as well, but your hay, your straw, your sorry, I was just looking at everything that's in there. So you've got the pellets and stuff, so that's even cool. So yeah, you can use your hay pellets, your straw pellets if you wanted to. And yeah, you get your TMR out of the other side, so very, very cool. But yeah, go over to Green Thumb Farmers Trello to get that if you want it. And obviously, once again, just so you guys were aware, Mr. T Miller did go through and actually remember to update the correctly last week on this Woodworks factory there. Also, you got your unload area for containers now, and he added shelving into it. I'm not sure if he actually updated it yet, but there was word about possibly moving that unload trigger for your logs to the side a bit. So that could be coming as well. And speaking of the devil, there he is. How you doing there, T Miller? Let's get this going again. Welcome in, sir. Oh, I can't do it. 63. There we go. And if you guys are not following Mr. T Miller, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow as well. And spin around. It's perfect. Look at that. Still seems really low. I don't know why. Still pretty sure by the first time I put these down, I had a heck of a lot more than this. I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know. Yeah, it's been moved to where the container offload is now. Okay, cool. So yeah, make sure you go over and get that update. I didn't even realize it had been updated, so that's cool. Cool, 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 cool. But yeah, how is Mr. T Miller doing? I must have missed that. Doing good? Good. Glad to hear it. I'm sure when I put these down, at least I only got about halfway down and I had to refill on about 2 rows. That's before editing it. I don't know. We shall see. I think normally I get around about 250, well, 230 to 250,000 litres. Doesn't last long, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how we do this time around. Obviously, Dave did go through up the yield on this, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I should get enough to at least last a little bit longer. Yeah. Obviously, I do still have a grass area over there that's completely bare that could be used for either one of the vineyards or more hops. So there is that. One thing I do want to try and do as well is keep some hops to the side, specifically for like the pumpkin batch, for example. Obviously, where it's a seasonal, obviously, if I put it all in one go, it'll all just get used up with everything else. So yeah, I want to keep some to the side, at least to be able to make some of that. Did something cool on my stream last night. You built your coastal highway. Ooh, a coastal highway. That sounds interesting. We'll definitely have to go over it. Is that is your VOD up now? Is it, T Miller? Because I wouldn't mind seeing that. I didn't even realise you were streaming yesterday, so I do. Mind you, it might be very late for me, to be honest. I went to bed just after midnight, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. I will definitely be checking that out. See, that got me kind of curious. uh, Fun and games. Oh, that's point. How's he doing? Mr. Shawnee, how you doing, buddy? how goes the fishing? In I think you're actually doing a bit of farming recently as well, haven't you? But yeah, how is the fishing primarily going? Oh yeah, I saw the highway. It looks nice. Cool. We'll definitely have to check that out. Yeah, I just need to keep an eye on me Class Jaguar there. He's getting there slowly. 190,000 liters. Okay. I can't remember what capacity I put on that. Hmm. It's one of the things I did early on when 22 came out. I created a forage harvester with the capacity and all that. I haven't used it in so long. I thought I'd dig it, blow the dust off it, and get it going. I haven't taken a break from fishing or race season is starting up, so I'll be busy. Ah, okay. Yeah, last night was really good. Actually, I enjoyed it during that little tournament uh, thing that we were doing last night. Really enjoyed it. It was kind of weird. Went in first of all, it was a little bit quiet. Then it sort of picked up, and then it really hit a really low lull, I suppose is the best way to put it. But then that last a half hour or so, it just went bam, 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 bam. Made me realise I really, really, really need to get a bigger keep net. That's for sure. Yes, but I had quite a few unis. I stayed in one position and didn't have many tags down there, so I just stayed in one place, fished in two little spots, bounced between the two. But yeah, it was glorious. Enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, I need to practice a little bit more on that second one. I really dislike it, to be honest. I do. The first obviously part of the for one of this month's tournament. Obviously, the first part I like. I don't mind it. Obviously, that's for the big catfish. The second one, I'm still a bit about. Um, but yeah, the third one, the round is fun. I enjoyed it definitely. Um, iRacing or real life boating, real life, yeah. I cover northeast, big and small block modified screen. Ah, okay. I have no idea what that is, but sounds good. We're getting this Stanley from Coquin Avenue. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I'm guessing that's a race, is it? I don't do sports, so yeah. Um, actually, I think something rings a bell about the Stanley Cup. I don't know if that's something over here or over there. I don't know. Ah, nice.
Hockey.
What's that?
Hockey.
Is that hockey? Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's how great I am at sports. Nice. I used to go to the Libyan Valley in New York a lot. Okay. Oh, Mr. Bodine, you recently restarted your save game, didn't you? How are you getting on with it? Valley of Speed. Ugh. There we go. That's going to be a bit of a pain. Let's come up here a sec. Get that one. I got an odd number here. How have I got an odd number as well? That's weird. I don't know. You're still on day one. Wow, that's a long day one. So, actually, for anybody just starting out on the map now, obviously you see these streams and they're progressing quite well. Some people already got everything built, like myself, or you got some people who are sort of maybe halfway. You don't really get an idea of what you want to really look into starting off with production wise. So obviously I have mentioned this. How you doing there, Neon, by the way?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Um, yes, so with this map, for anybody who's wanting to play it, it is kind of set up as a progression map. So with the productions, they're all set up in different tiers. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. Now, obviously, most of you guys already know this, but obviously under the PvE mods tab, you got the 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, each tier adds in something different to the factories. Obviously, they're going to be outputting more to their
Just
young.
do it! Make your
That's
dreams
always one.
come true!
They're going to try and output more products, fast-paced stuff like that. Now, also, like I said, it is a progression map. That's how it's set up. So if you're just starting out, look at whatever crops you got. So if you've got, say, for instance, wheat, canola, flax, which is your central farm crops. So with those products, you want to look into what can I put them into. Now, this is actually something that was brought up again over the weekend. What sort of stuff would you want to get down to at least make a start on stuff? So this is the stuff I would recommend. So the first thing is, obviously, if you've got wheat, barley, or something like that, what you could do is put down the flour mill. This is basically got a, it's like a very small version of the flour factory. You can put your crops in, get flour out. Now with that, I would always double it up with the, there it is, I missed it, the oven. Now this is like a small version of your bakery. It's just going to do your breads. You don't have to add anything else, just the flour and let it go. Now obviously with these tier 1 stuff, you do need to keep the triggers empty because they will shut off if it's got nowhere to store stuff. So bear that one in mind. So it's very hands-on with these to start off with. Now, obviously, I mentioned canola. So canola can be made into oil, for example, and you've got a small oil production there. Obviously, it will take your grapes, not your grapes, your olives, your sunflower, corn, and your canola, and turn that into oil. Obviously, from there, then you go on to your tier 2 stuff and so on. I also mentioned flax. Now, in here, there is the loom, which is right next to it, and you can actually make fabric out of this. And obviously, when you get into doing like the larger concrete factory, one of the things you will need is fabric. So getting this going pretty quickly, I would definitely recommend getting it down and producing. Obviously, if you could set maybe one field aside just for flax or just for cotton or hemp or whatever to make the fabric, do it because you're going to need quite a lot, and it takes quite a long time, even with the tier 2 um, production, to make enough to get that up and running. So get that down, get them making that fabric and get it into storage. Save it up as much as you can. You need around about, I think it's 25 pallets in total, if I remember rightly. I can't remember exact number, but yeah, that is one I would recommend as well. So that's the flour mill, the oven, the oil production, and the loom being the 4 primary ones that you want to get down. Now the fifth one I would recommend as well, maybe the sixth, is obviously the stone processing. And this will allow you to pick up the stones off of your fields and turn it into lime. Obviously it will also do your gypsum, calcium carbonate and limestone, but they're not needed at the beginning. So just maybe activate the lime line and that'll give you some free lime. So bonus. Um, if you've got a little bit of grain left over, what you could do is either put down the little seed maker or the seed and fert maker. It's entirely up to you. Obviously this one's cheaper, so that's probably the better option. Obviously it does do the fertilizer as well. So it's entirely up to you. But those are the buildings or productions I would recommend anybody getting going quickly. And the nice thing is, by making obviously grains into bread, for example, you're increasing the amount of money you get back on it rather than just selling that crop. Same with the oils and stuff like that. So that's basically it for the minute on them. Just go with that, get it going. Obviously, if you want to get into animals, you do have obviously the tier 1 animal food mixer. So if you want some TMR, for example, you can put it into this and make TMR. If you want pig food, cat food, whatever, this will make it. And until you get up to, like, say, for instance, Cargill, this is a good way of going. So yeah, but personally, if you're doing animals in the first couple of years, I'd be very shocked, unless it's like chickens or sheep and stuff like that. But, so yeah, hopefully that helps you out anyway. But yeah, obviously, if you've got want any help, you're more than welcome to ask. Right, come on then. Oh, I missed one. There we go. What program are you using there, Carolyn? Obviously, I'm using Notepad++. What you would need to do is unzip the map folder first to be able to edit it. But yeah, Notepad or Notepad++. Well, actually, I'd recommend Notepad++. I think this is a Visual Studios as well. I think it's the other one that you can use. How you doing there, KW?
Hello, KW.
My small storage buildings, they should do, Bodine. So the little storage sheds, they should do. You didn't unzip it. Yeah, so that's what you need to do. Unzip the folder first, the map folder. Go into the foliage folder. Then find your meadows. And then that meadow US. Then just make that little edit. Open that up in Notepad++. Or whatever program you're using. And I'm getting really hot with my little snooty thing on. One sec, guys. There we go. That's better. Yeah, I've got one of these like big snooty things, and you get really hot at it. It's quite nice. But yes. But yeah, if you're on about storages, yeah, if you're on about these little storages here, yeah, they should distribute to it. Now, obviously, bear in mind that the very, very first one, the general storage, no, because that is just a storage. You cannot distribute to it or from it. But all these other ones, you can do. Yeah, and obviously, also another thing as well to bear in mind is the speed that you're running at as well. Obviously, if you're running it too quickly, that storage will get, or in the production can get bogged down, as it were, and will stop producing. So bear that one in mind. But yeah, obviously, I know myself, Dave, and a lot of other people have used them. I did it for what, the first in-game year or so, maybe a year and a half. And yeah, it's very hands-on, that's for sure. Let's see. Will Green Thumb's pallet factory make pallets of pellets? His pellet factory will make pallets of pellets. I don't know if it's I think it's a loose, if I remember rightly. No, yeah, I didn't think so. It's just the loose form. However, what I will say, what I can say though, if where the heck is it? Where is it? Where's it? There. If you have loose and put it into this storage, the farm storage, it will make it into a pallet. if you want pallet form. So there is that option as well for both of those. So there's always a little way around it. And oh, what else was there? Yeah, I think that's the only one I've really added the pallets into. Is this one? Yeah, because obviously I've only put in loose products into this, but I should be able to come in here and spawn out a pallet. Build that. Hay pallet, right there. We'll just do one pallet, and yeah, there we go. So yeah, which is kind of nice. But yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you've got any loose, get it into here, and you can actually make it into pallets. Or you can actually just take it back out as loose. So that's my little recommendation. There we go. Can you see the hops harvester? So yeah, it's a weird little one. Also, you got your little tractor there, and then obviously you got the defoliator, I suppose it is, or foliator. I don't know what you call it. That connects onto it. I'll show you in just a minute. And then also you do have the trailer on the back that collects it. So if you haven't seen this yet, obviously if you are getting into hops, and obviously you do need to get the mod off the in-game mod hub, and it's called Hops Equipment, right here. So you get the tractor there, you get the trailer, you get the Hops Vine Puller is the correct name that they called it, as well as a little cultivator slash plow there, and obviously the defoliator, as I like to call it. Obviously, you run that afterwards to remove the foliage. So, if you haven't seen this, obviously you do have the tractor there. You do need to make sure under attachers is configured for harvesting hops. Okay, make sure that is active. Um, Let me just list these just to show you guys how to set this up. So you need the tractor. You will need obviously this. You can colorize it if you want to. You're more than welcome to. I'm just going to list that. And obviously the same with the trailer. Got some different color options in there, so just so you can see it. Let's list that, list that, list that. That's literally all you need for harvesting. Let me jump out and tab back. So you got your tractor here that's been edited to only attach to obviously that harvester. So come on, back up. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Now with this, you will need to go onto the right hand side of that little harvester attachment. Oh, it's my wheel, that's why. It's throwing it off. There is no collision, so you can actually drive in here. Just push that trailer out of the way. Once you're close enough, you should get that little pop-up to say attach. Right there, so a Q. And there you go. So I always tend to keep these attached at all times, because I don't really need the tractor for anything else. Obviously, if it was a bigger tractor, then I might use it for something else, but that's about it. But that's literally how you attach it. Now, when you come to harvesting, let me open up this. So you will need to turn it on, but you also need to lower it. So hit the V key first to lower it. And obviously that's then going to extend out, and then just hit the old B key to turn it on, and you're good to go. As long as you've got the trailer connected as well, it will harvest and collect it at the same time. So it's in essence one whole unit, as it were. So just like that. So yeah, that's literally all you do. Now you can, if you wanted to, you can unfold the trailer with the V key. I tend to just keep it closed, so it works either way, but that's all you literally need. Obviously that is on the in-game mod hub as well. So yeah, then all you do is just drive up the side and it will harvest those hops and drop them into the trailer in the back. So very, very simple, to be honest. I basically kept it the same color as it was originally. The only thing I did do is up the speed a little bit and made the capacity on the trailer a little bit more, so I wasn't stopping every half a row. I'm waiting to see Dave do his. He's going to be editing it pretty quickly, I think. And you also have that building in the Straw DLC. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, if you've got the Straw Harvest add-on DLC mod, you can put it into the building to make pallets that way as well. I think it's a little bit glitchy at the minute if you're using the baler to make the actual pellets. Is why I haven't gone back to using it. One thing I did find as well, if depending on what you have, if say for instance you've got a feed mixer for doing your TMR, if you load in straw with some of them, it'll automatically convert it to straw pellets, I've noticed, which is kind of weird. But yeah, you have to babysit it though. Yeah, that is the only downside. You do have to manually do it because obviously course play, I don't believe, works with it. Same with obviously the coffee harvester, it's not working yet. And that's also why I upped the speed a little bit in the capacity, so it gets done pretty quickly. But yeah, obviously with these hops, once that lot in the distance there is harvested, I am going to be taking a couple of the bits on the end away on the far end because it's very tight for turning, so it's kind of hard. I mean the straw pellet factory, you have to babysit it. Oh right, yeah, that's true, yeah. And also, the universal autoload script was updated last week and should work a little bit better. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, Teamer. So yeah. Now, obviously, I haven't used that building much personally. When will that allow you the pallets to offload off of the belt without causing issues? That's what I'm wondering with that update. Because I'm pretty sure that's what it said in the update log. It's on the in-game mod hub. Let's see. Let's see. Universal auto load there. Turn that around.
Hello, hello, hello.
Good morning, Mr. Boss Man. How you doing?
Yeah. I just got done with my phone interview.
Ah.
Nothing coming yet. There's mailing out some documentation that I got to fill out and gather up a bunch of stuff, which I knew this is going to be a pain in the butt.
Oh, typical.
I don't get a receipt for rent. I just pay it. My check is my receipt. How can I show it?
Yeah.
So I
So,
got to contact my landlord
mhm.
and get some type of
I would,
record.
I would imagine he'd have some records to say when you'd be paying it. So,
Right.
yeah. But yeah,
Ah,
just looking at on the in-game mod hub for the Universal Autoload script by Loki. Obviously, update, what is that? 1.5.1.0, which was put out last week, did add in support for pallets in the straw harvest pack. So I'm kind of hoping it makes autoloading them a little bit easier, so it's not leaving that sort of shadow or whatever it is that stops the machine from carrying on. Yeah, if any guys who are, I've got it, please let us know. And I just
Morning, Dave.
realised. He stopped, didn't he? My little mower stopped. What is he stopped for? Is he full? Is that what it is? Nope, he just got to a weird bit of. Okay. Nowhere near full yet. Ugh. I see. It's a funny bit on the land, I think. Let's turn you around. We'll set you off again. back and get those little bits that it's missing. So he should be okay. That's one thing I was kind of curious. Does anybody actually know what those little cutters on the side are for? It's almost like for cutting bushes or hedgerow or something. It's weird.
Not a clue.
It's really weird because I found it in the header capacity options. So I've come into forage harvesters and this thing here. Obviously, you got your standard design. That's what it would normally look like. But then obviously it adds in design 2 with the cutters. It's like, almost like, yeah, sort of cutters for trimming hedgerows or something. I don't know. It might be for corn. That's a weird one. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe somebody should give Giants a shout and say, excuse me, okay, the game's been out a couple of years, but what in the heck's this for? Now, obviously, that header will do most of the crops into silage, or not silage, is it silage? No, which call it? Forage. So, it could be something to do with that. I have no idea. That is really weird. Anyway, back to my hops. Getting sidetracked, there we go. For chaff, yeah, that's the one. That's what I was thinking of. But yes. And right, so when I unzip the map folder, do I remove the zip folder? Yeah, obviously you'll need to replace that later on, so yeah, do that, Carolyn. Make the edit, and then obviously you'll need to zip the whole thing up again, and then use that. And there is a little shout out from Mr. Dashnet. Make sure that you're following him. If you're not, it's like, where the heck have you been all this time? There we go. But yes, that's a little bit better. And there we go. Right, so up, turn that off. We'll go get this unloaded. And carry on with part 2, which is all the way over there. It cuts along the side, so it's not trying to pull this. Okay then, farm boy, cool. How you doing? Yeah, I thought I'd add it in just to see. I don't normally do mowing that way, but I thought, why not use a forager if we've got one? So, obviously, if you still haven't seen the next part, obviously, in the mod pack there is under the PV storages a hops storage, so if you've got a little bit excess, that's definitely what you want to do, get it in there. Obviously make sure the trailer is selected. And just past these sheds is that lovely little green building, which is my storage. One sec, Miss Carolyn. Alright, so what you need to do is drive inside. And you got the unload area just in here. And you get a little pop-up, hit the old I key. Obviously the trailer will unfold, and then that big bale itself will unload onto the ground. Let me send you something, Carolyn. See if I can find it. That one. I will send it to you in Discord. It's probably gonna be the easiest place. There she is. So, Carolyn, I've just sent you something in Discord. all you literally have to do is replace that XML with the one I sent you, and you should be all good. Right, there we go. Close that up. No worries. But yeah, make sure, obviously if you've got a zipped version there, make sure that you don't have an unzipped or whatever with the edit in it. Make sure to get rid of the zipped version. If that makes sense. Oh yeah. But yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go, go. Oh, I need to check my storage at some point. This is help keeping my factories up and running. Let's see. Come into here. Oh yeah, I definitely get some more stuff in here. Okay. Why the... Sure, they should be deactivated. Very strange. Actually, I'll keep these ones active. Oh, and they're all getting used up straight away. They're getting used up straight away. Ooh. That should be deactivated. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, okay. But yeah, I need to get that topped back up. Cool. Right there. So what's the plan for your stream tomorrow then, boss?
I have no idea yet.
No? Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed that last night. It was fun. It was like that last half hour or so. It was like literally bouncing between you and me in last place. So, who's got to get there first? Right, lower. And turn you on. There we go. Yes, this is the fun part. I get to just sit back, relax, and chat with you guys. After hops is harvested, is in loose form or in stalks. To be honest, it's more like a big bale, T. Miller. Now obviously, once you put it into that storage, you can then take a tipper and take it back out in loose form. Just out of curiosity. So every time the map be off stage, you have to take all the bushes out again. Not really. All you literally have to do is, if you've got to keep a copy of that XML, just replace it every time the map gets updated. It's very, very simple. The only reason I did it because I was kind of annoyed with having to repaint everything. Brewery up here. Big brewery right there. How are we done on hops? Okay, I can put some in there. That's good. I need to find my truck. Where's my truck? Let me grab. There. So let's go grab this and show you what to do. It's very, very simple, you know. There we go. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, guys, this is now on my Trello. Obviously, it will auto-load at least 2 pallet stacks high, as well as the rocks up in the mining area. There we go. Obviously, to unload, let me turn around so I can see. Obviously, hit the old Y key, and you can actually open up that door. And obviously, if I zoom in just a little bit, obviously, I only learnt this recently. the Z key, and obviously you do have that little floor that walks and can actually nudge out your little rocks or your pallets. So yeah, I like it. I'll be using this quite a bit, that's for sure. So yeah, if you're getting a lot of the rocks spotting out in the mine area, I'd probably recommend using this a little bit more. But yeah, obviously Z key will turn that floor off again. Y key will close it. Obviously once it's closed, you can then fill up a bulk product, and yeah, it obviously that is on my Trello for you guys right now. I'm still working on the animal transport for the cats and dogs. Just want to tweak the dogs a little bit before releasing it. There you go, Gamer Paul. So yeah, there we go. I still need to do a bit more work up here. Obviously I've got Popcorn Suttons tucked away in there. I was driving through there the other day and it's very tight at the back, so I need to get in there probably this winter, clear some more of the trees just around it to make it a little bit easier for getting in with trailers, loading up pallets and stuff. So yeah, it's getting there slow, it's getting there. But it's nice, it's tucked away, it's hidden, you wouldn't even know it's there. There we go. But yeah, hopefully next month, most of this should be ready to harvest. Obviously I've got tobacco on this side, I've got obviously sunflowers on the other. Yay. 100k tobacco bales, here we come. You also think one of the Cron trailers has it as well? Really? Yeah, I've never really liked this. Obviously, one additional thing I did do is obviously where this actually raises up, I did lower it so it doesn't go as high. That's one thing that always bugs me with some of these tippers. They just go too high. Hence why I don't use the Hispano Modern tipping trailers. I usually put it onto the flat container trailers. There we go. But yeah, I went through, had a little tweak, and it literally lifts up to maybe just around about the height of the truck cab now. So it's not huge. Oh heck, I just went past what I was going for. And also, welcome back. Right, so
Thank you.
that's fine. Yeah, so once you got your hops in there, what you can then do is grab your tipper, drive under here, and how much have I got there? 52,000 litres, that's fine. Hit the old R key. So you fill up your trailer. So that needs to go into the foliage folder. Then meadow. Ooh, unstable connection. That's weird. Yeah, Twitch must be having a funny 5 minutes. There we go. So that should be enough.
Yeah, funny five.
It seems to be permanent for some of you guys, isn't it? There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, it's kind of cool. Obviously, pallet transporting, rock transporting, and bulk material transporting, all in one. I love it. Right then. So yeah, that's literally how all you have to do. Grab it out of there. Once you got your lovely little hops in your trailer, take it over to the brewery, unload it, and you're good to go. I might as well get some more into the mine while we're here to take a little bit of a break. There we go. But yeah, I've got to get the rest of the hops done. I've got the grapes still to do. Apart from that, it's just really the odd little bit around the farm to do. So fun. Can you use that for any grain? This trailer, yeah, this is actually set up to bulk, so you can literally put anything in this tipper if that's what you're on about. The trailer, there, Mr. Rusty Nail. I did up the unload speed as well, because obviously the higher capacities definitely need it to be a little bit higher, but not too high. So you should be good to go. There we go. Just put you on cruise, makes life a little bit easier. Oh, when are you planning on your next map update?
Probably Saturday.
Okay. Yeah, it's just the Meadow US Gamer Paul. Just that one XML needs to be changed. Or just replace it with that one. And you'll be good to go. Cool. Because obviously I've got that tier 4 sugar factory if you want it. Obviously I've still got a lot of work to do, but hopefully try and get it done by the end of the week then. There we go. But yeah, what I'll probably do as well is see, I'm not sure how that brown sugar is going to work. So obviously, once molasses gets created, it's also going to auto convert into brown sugar. Unless I leave the molasses out of it and just no. I have to work on that. Figure that one out. Hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Didn't think of that before. I'll figure something out. Mind you, you'll be able to toggle it on and off if need be, thinking about it, so not to worry. Did you get it there, Mr. Gamer Paul? What? Just out of interest, what was that other sugar factory that Green Thumb did? I think it's on our normal productions. And now I downloaded and added it. It's some PV stuff. Yeah, this. Okay, so that makes maple syrup as well. Okay. Ah. See, NBC asks for things and he never does anything with them. It's terrible.
What's that?
Oh, your little maple shack thing that Green Thumb did for you.
Oh, yeah.
uh, you've sent me something, Mr. T. Miller. Ooh, I will have to have a look. Thank you very, very much. Right then. There. Right, well, that's unloading. Let's see what Mr. T. Miller's sending me. Wow, that's a lot of bridges. Holy heck. That looks kind of cool actually, T Miller, where the museum is. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, if you want to see what I'm seeing, guys, you'll have to go over and check out Mr. T Miller. He is doing some funky stuff over there. I'm not sure about that last one. John Deere Country. Not sure about that at all. So yeah, that's literally all you have to do with the hops. So yeah, let's drive this back. And I'll be using this to top up my little orchard stuff. Compression folder error invalid. Really? Did you unzip it there, Gamer Paul, first? Or did you just try and oh, um, put it straight into the folder? Some systems don't like it where you have to do it that way. Yeah, try and zip in that folder and then adding it in. Yeah. Yeah, it might not have copied it across properly or replaced the folder. The XML, I should say. Yeah, try unzipping the actual map itself, and then go into the foliage meadow, and then just replace that XML. I'm teaching people bad things. It's great fun. Yay! I can get in trouble for this. Yay! But we're gonna do it once, so yeah. There we go. Just remember, when you unzip the folder, delete the original that was zipped up, so it doesn't run from that folder. And then you should be all good. There we go. Oh, game report. Try downloading a fresh copy of it then. Try it one more time, and if need be, I can always upload my one. I wish I hadn't said nothing now. It's terrible. I really wish I never said nothing. At some point, I do need to finish emptying that place out. I've got a few pallets in there still of oils. Right, so we'll park this up by the storages, and then we'll carry on. Okay. Yeah, I don't really do personalized mods there, Rusty Nail. However, what I will say, with what you've currently got, if you actually unzip the folder I actually left in that logo in here. So all you literally need to do is unzip the folder. This bit right here, open that up in like paint.net, for example. You can actually delete all of this. Oh, so select tool, select everything. You can actually delete that and then put whatever you want there. Now, obviously, when you go to save, if it's a solid image, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Come into this set. Actually, before I do that, let me make a copy of you, sec. Copy. Put that over there, sec, on my desktop. Actually, let me put it in somewhere I can find it without having to close the game down. New folder. We'll pop that in here just for the moment. So yeah, what you can do is I'm just going to make this a how you doing there, Button Basher? By the way, just going to do something random. Let's grab a funny old font. Also, you could do any image you want with it. Try to find something a little bit different. Something like that, maybe. We'll take it up. We'll choose a bit of brown, and we'll call Rusty Nail 110, for example. Let's drop that down so it comes within that border. Too small. 72? Too small. 48. We'll leave it on 48 for the minute. So say for instance this is your logo or whatever you want to put in there. Right, save that. Now obviously because that has a clear back, you'll need to save it slightly different, okay? So come up to File, Save As, select that image to replace. Make sure that down here that it's got DDS in the type, okay? Because that's what you want to save it as, a DDS. Click on Save. Click Yes to replace. Then in here, I always make sure that it's a BC2, which is a DXT3 format. But make sure that you don't have anything else like down here that bitmaps. Make sure that they're not selected. Once you've done that, click OK. And then load up your game. Simple as that. Obviously that's now replaced it. So if I open up the i3D, for example, that should now say Rusty Nail 110 on the side of the trailer. Obviously it's going to be a little bit hard, but it is right there. And obviously any of you guys out there, you can do exactly the same thing. You put your own logo on. If T Miller wants to do his own logo, he can put that on there. If Gamer Paul wants his own name on there, he can do. Same thing with Rusty Nail. Now, one thing I will say, if you actually open this up, come to the moving parts section, body. Obviously, you will need the editor installed as well. Just bear that one in mind. Come to your visuals, and these last two, where it says plain, you will need to select, make sure that it's selected visible. So you've got the little blue tick there. I will literally just unhid them, or hid them should say, so they're not shown for you guys. But you can just come into here and reactivate them any time you want. And obviously add in your own logos and stuff. But yeah, it's that simple. Obviously once you got it there, just hit save and you'll be good to go. Close that down. Now obviously that is one, obviously if you're just having that sort of thing on there. Now if you've got a solid image going into it, let me just find a random picture. Let's go in here. Twitch emotes. Where are you? Yeah, something like that maybe. Now we've got the good old SGA logo, so select all of that. Now obviously this is a solid image, so you can actually treat this slightly different to how it was previously. So I want to keep the canvas size, we're going to resize that to something like that. Select all that. Now obviously when you save, you want to save it slightly different. So come into File, Save As, same as before. Select the file you want to replace. Make sure that is still DDS at the bottom, so DD for double D's. Save, click Yes to replace. And then with this, what you want to do is change it to DXT1 and add your bitmaps. Then click OK, and you should be good to go. Once that's done, load it up again, just to check it. And you should now have that lovely SGA logo on the side. Just like thus. And that is literally how easy it is. So remember, if actually some of the texture is a little bit off, but it's fine. You could actually leave the maps off if you really wanted to as well. Make it a little bit sharper. So yeah, it's great, isn't it? That is literally all you have to do. Right then, obviously, if you didn't catch all of that, obviously the stream will be live as soon as I finish today, and obviously on YouTube as well. So we'll replace that with my good old logo. And there we go. Obviously, if you really wanted to, you could actually go in and replace that little alpaca on the back as well. There we go. So, cool. But yeah. Dun, 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 dun. That doesn't look too bad, that's fine. But anyway, I need to get on and do this lot, otherwise it's never going to get harvested. Right then, so informative and helpful as always. I see. I try. Button basher, I try. There we go. But yeah, how are you? Not too bad, thanks. Good. Glad to hear it. But yeah, that's up on my Trello. If anybody wants that trailer, you're more than welcome to play around with it. More of a pro than you. Don't know about that. Oh, you're far from being a pro, yeah. Same if you want to replace my logo with yours on the Winter Wolf. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, obviously if you got T Miller's Winter Wolf and you want to replace that image with something of more customizable of your own, you can. But yeah, just remember, usually with solid images, it is make sure to add that maps. Obviously, it's not necessary in some occasions, but yeah, they do suggest it. And then obviously, if you've got a clear image behind it, obviously make sure there's no maps there and it's set correctly. You're just harvesting some grapes on your save game. 1.7 million off of a 1 hectare field. Wow. Yeah, I've got my grapes to do once I've done these hops. Yep. It's going to be a long old week doing these, that's for sure. But saying that, I've got not a lot else to do, so it's fine. See, also, the other option I was thinking is removing the fencing going around this area. And then I wouldn't need to actually remove some of the hops, so I might actually just do that, actually. Yeah, why not? Sod it. I have noticed as well that occasionally hired helpers do have issues. Oh, hello. Really? Now, why is Thunder's camera thingy giving me issues? That's strange. Camera setting script configuration screen Lua super function. That's weird. I have not had that one before. have to send that to Thunder to see what he says about that. There we go. Oh, I'm slightly off. There. I might even do the same on the other side, to be honest. I've noticed occasionally the AI helpers, the auto drive helpers, do not like these fences and the gates. I don't know why. See there again. It's on the. It seems to be only happening with gates. That's weird. Oh, missed that one. Very weird. Do I have another? I do have one other. I could test that quickly. There's that. Let me go and delete that other gate down here. Just see if that pops back up again. Well, see, the fence itself seems fine, but when removing that gate, or the two gates there actually, that popped up. You missed harvesting hops. Yeah. The nice thing is it does have a good spacing between them, which is one thing I do like. Also, with some of them they're a little bit tight, like the coffee there. Let's see. So demolish. Yeah, that is weird. That is very, very weird. As soon as you delete a, or demolish, say, a gate, that's coming up. Is... I have to see if there's any way of contacting them through his website. That's weird on that. But, oh, yeah, do you place your sawmills close to where you're cutting down the trees? So, when I first started, Carolyn, yes. So, actually, I've still got my original sawmill down here. Oh, that's the pallet factory, but right here, yeah. So, when I started doing the forestry side of things, I was literally starting to clear all this area down here, which is by 44, and just dragging the logs over into the sawmill made life so much simpler. Obviously, now that I've progressed on that a little bit further, yeah, I'm actually transporting the logs over to the main sawmill now. For example, obviously I've cleared out a roadway down here, down the side here, and then it's gone all that way. That's all been cleared. It went into the both sawmills actually. Obviously that little path, come on, save, where I go from like the central farm to the northeast. Obviously I've cleared a path. Oh, where is you? Up here. Obviously all of that went into the main sawmill as well. So yeah, starting out, I would recommend definitely having the sawmill quite close by if you can, and then look into expanding that way. Actually, at one point I did have obviously the Elm Creek, the EC sawmill, that one, and the one from the Platinum DLC place down over here, all producing the stuff that I needed. But yeah, I've still got that straw harvest building down. Haven't really used it much since showing that off. It's not good. But yeah, work on your place, your strengths and weaknesses is all I can say. If you prefer to transport it, then yeah, cool. Get those containers and use them is probably the best way. Obviously, the Elm Creek sawmill there, the EC sawmill, will accept containers in the same trigger as your logs there, so it makes life a little bit easier. Yeah, no worries. And obviously I am on about the log containers, not the Hispano ones. So yeah. Articulated trucks are so much worse. Yep. To be honest, I try and stay away from like articulated tractors and stuff because they're a pain. But having the wheel, ooh, I missed a bit last time. But yeah, having a steering wheel, I do find it is a little bit easier to control some of those bigger tractors. They have like the little pivot point in them, so something like that, for example, using a wheel, I do find is so much easier. Obviously, my reversing is still crap, but it is easier than using the keyboard and mouse on that. That's for sure. Especially when playing with Super PC. Yeah. To be honest, I've been using those like the Volvos from the Platinum DLC there, Button Basher, primarily for a lot of the trucking on here. Haven't really got into really using like the TLX stuff, like some people, but but yeah, fun. How you doing there, Farmer Marks? And yes, I am on PV Canyon Crossing by Mr. Dajnet. And I just realised what the time is. That's probably why Mr. NBC has dropped down. I would imagine he's going live, if not already. Yes, he is. So it looks like I got my target ready to raid over to, so that's good. So we will be ending in just a few minutes. Unfortunately, I do have the usual commitments on a Monday to do. But yeah, no worries there, Carolyn. I will put it by your main farm to start out. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people, if you've got the, obviously you should have the Platinum DLC. If you're looking for some, maybe that doesn't take up so much space, if you come into like your productions, for example, you have this here, which is a small sawmill. It's only 56,000, only he says. But that will do all like your Platinum DLC pallets. But yeah, obviously you got your PV mods. Is it tier 1 or tier 2? I can never remember for that sawmill. I'm pretty sure it might be tier 2. EC. Yeah, this one right here, the sawmill. Obviously, that's 100,000, so you may want to take a loan out to get that. But the nice thing with this, obviously, where it outputs resin as well, and some people may or may not be aware, well, think about it. So obviously it will do all your usual, your planks, your long planks, your boards, beams and all that, prefab walls and such. Obviously it does also do resin. Obviously it will spawn out pallets of resin, but what I also did is on the side here, where my little tanker is, there is an additional trigger for loading direct into a tanker. So it makes life a little bit easier. Actually, I need to get this moved at some point. I don't think there's anything in you. Oh, there is some in there. Ooh, I got resin in storage. Terrible. So yeah, it makes life a little bit simpler. But yeah, logs, containers can all be unloaded into this trigger. Obviously, the containers you just drive straight over, and they will take it into the sawmill. If you got logs, you can unload onto the ground or leave it on the trailer and just hit the old exclamation mark there to get rid of them. So, yay, fun! Now, one big difference as well between this one and the one on built into the map. Now, obviously, it does have the sawdust, wood chips, should say, area here. With this one, all you literally have to do is drive over this little trigger with a tipper and hit the R key to load it into the tipper. You don't have to get out a wheel loader and pick it up from here, which is kind of nice if you wanted to do it that way. Now, obviously, with the one that's built into the map, however, you will need like a wheel loader or something with a big pickup, like my forage wagon. obviously this is all loose, so you'll have to come in, pick it up manually. So bear that one in mind. Now, obviously with this as well, if you weren't aware, obviously the built-in sawmill, it will take containers as well. Now, obviously if you're doing it by land, you just literally drive over this trigger here, and it'll take the containers in. If you've got a boat, for example, or what do you call it, one of the barges, you can actually load it in as well to the sawmill from the water side. So if you're, say, down the far end of the map with a 30, 40 different containers, you could actually put it onto the barge, and right here there is a trigger that will allow you to unload into. So you can just about see the little box there. Actually, I think that's bigger than last time I was here. I'm not sure. Maybe Dave's extended it. But yeah, you can literally drive into this trigger, and then that will go into the sawmill as well. Actually, while I'm over here, I want to check something. I don't think Dave's done it yet, but let's have a little look.
You
Look at,
missed an update,
I've done all the updates.
and well, yeah, but you missed reading one because that was done two
Okay, okay.
updates ago.
Yeah, I don't
If
pay
it's what
attention too much.
update,
Yeah, so
I
yeah,
know you don't.
and also that's one thing I did miss as well. Obviously the container sell point now also has the trigger in the water as well, so bear that one in mind. I totally missed that. And I don't think it's actually, was that even in your patch notes? I can't remember. I don't remember seeing
Yep,
that.
I think so.
Maybe that's why I missed it. I don't remember seeing it. So
I don't know. It might. If it might have
yeah.
been before the one that might have been 3 times ago, and that one didn't get patch notes, so we just
Mm,
read them off.
yeah. So cool, 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 cool. Yeah. Yep. Actually, just quickly. So with the one that's built into the map, obviously it was like from what, FS15, FS17. I like the building. I really do. Now with unloading logs, obviously, like I said, you could do it with containers straight into that trigger there, into the water if need be. But if you're doing it by land, obviously you'd have to go all the way up and around to bring it into here. Now this pond is where you want to be unloading your logs into, because there's basically a trigger there for the logs to go in. What some people have done, they've actually taken some of the port pieces, so the docking stuff, and literally covered this whole area. I really don't like it. I like it for how it is. So what you'd need to do is try and drive up the side here, and then unload into the water. So I'm just going to do, actually what I'll do is I'm going to save this first, and then I can actually crash it afterwards, just so I don't get told I'm cheating or anything. And I'm just going to use the easy dev tool to spawn some logs in just to show you where you want to go into. And then obviously I'll hand the stream off to somebody else, probably Mr. NBC. There we go. Actually, I've got a trailer over here, so I can probably grab some. Oh, wrong one. That. I got to remember where it is. There, spruces. Let's go up to 10 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, I've got the auto load trailers off the in-game mod hub, the lizards. Obviously, I think they were originally in like 17, converted to 19, and then over to 22 again. I love those trailers. They're really good. They can be a little bit heavy on the top when fully loaded. I know Mr. Viking Streaming has a video on his YouTube on how to edit them so they're a little bit more stable. Actually, to be honest, I've been using more of the the Platinum DLC trailers recently. They're not too bad. A little bit topsy, but yeah, not bad overall. So, say you come along with your trailer and you got your logs. Get this loaded up first of all. If I can get close enough. And there we go. Just fill this up. Now you can use obviously the bridge, that little green bridge over there, if you wanted to. Or I've always done it this way: is come just close to the side here, and then offload it to the left. So let's see. I'm pretty sure it's on the left already. So hit the old Z key to unload. They then roll down the little bank there into the trigger, basically. That is literally how easy it is. Then from obviously there, just then come over to the exclamation mark, hit the old R key, and that goes into the sawmill. But yeah, what you can also do, it's a little bit more tricky, I think, in some cases, is you can actually drive around the back here, or drive straight onto it from the other side. Come over to the bridge, and always try and unload to the side of where the sawmill. So if you come in this side, go to the left. If you're coming from that other side, unload to the right. So yeah, just make sure you get as far enough across to get it into that trigger. So obviously if I hit the old F5 key, I don't know if I can see it here. Not really. That's interesting. But yeah, that whole pond should take them anyway. So, but yeah, try and get them as far across as you can when doing it. So yeah, there we go, guys. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to be carrying on with my hops. I might leave the grapes till next time or tomorrow, I have no idea. But yeah, obviously, that's on the in-game mod hub, that autoload, the Fleagle autoload log trailer thing. But yeah, if you've got the universal autoload script as well, guys, obviously, I've mentioned previously that some trailers that are flatbeds will automatically autoload the base game ones. Now, that includes logging trailers. So for example, if I come into forestry equipment here, so this one right here will automatically have the option for auto loading. Obviously that's a base game one, unedited in any way. So you could technically use that if you really wanted to. These two trailers as well have been added to auto load. Obviously one thing you would need to do is make sure the crane is out of the way and the logs are set up to the right length. Scrolling through, obviously you got the stuff from the Platinum DLC. Obviously I'm using this one at the minute, but this one, for example, auto-loadable, you can see right there. Obviously you can change the length of the trailer and stuff as well. But yeah, this one as well, auto-loadable. And obviously these are all unedited by me, but that's all thanks to that, obviously Loki, he was able to get them all sorted out, so yay. And then obviously you got these ones on the in-game mod hub. To be honest, I might even get rid of them now, because he's a superstar. But yeah, flatbeds, if you've got any flatbeds in game, or low loaders, they're all auto-loadable as well. So all of these guys in here can be auto-loaded. Now, one thing to bear in mind, if you're using containers, I'd recommend this trailer. If you haven't got the universal auto-load script, I can say that this will also auto-load those
Thanks for the
containers.
raid.
Bandicat, how you doing? Welcome in just as I'm finishing off. Dang it. But yeah, welcome in, guys. How was your stream, sir? Let me give you a quick shout out. There you go. If you guys are not following him, he was playing a bit of Farm Sim 22. Make sure to go over and check him out. Now, yeah, like I was saying, with this trailer, when it's extended and you don't have that UAL script, if you can get the corner of a container just in the little gap here, it will automatically load onto that trailer. Just bear that one in mind. Darius Frost found that out a while ago, so and it still works today. But yeah, if you've got the UAL, which most of you probably do, you can just upload the container straight onto that. Or if you've got Dave's trailer, you can put like 6, 7, 8, 9, a dozen if you want on that. But yeah. Cool. But yeah, we were actually just about to head off. I just wanted to cover that quickly. So yeah, show where on the map this is. So just for Miss Carolyn and anybody else who wasn't aware. So this is in the practically on the center of the map right here, Carolyn. plot-wise, it's 91 to give you an idea. So that should help you out. So you got your central farm here, and then yeah, right in there. Cool. So yeah, obviously yeah, like I said, I'm going to be carrying on with those hops. I am going to crash the game, but oh, wrong screen. I want to go over to this one because I am jumping off. I'm going to crash that. Goodbye. Because I don't want to be classed as a cheater, adding in those logs to my sawmill. I'm actually surprised I didn't went in because I thought it was still quite full. But yes, guys, check out obviously Bandicat when he next goes live. He's a great streamer. I've lurked a few times in his um, streams. Now, obviously, we do have Mr. NBC Master Dad live at the moment doing some subsistence. It's like single player. Who knows? If Big Daddy comes in, you might get Dave and Big Daddy on there. Who knows?
He's probably doing his single player today.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So we are going to be raiding Mr. NBC Master Dad. So you can check the game out if you haven't seen it already, and also say hello and welcome back and stuff. Because obviously he's been taking a lot of time off. Let's get this raid going. I will be back Wednesday, my usual time. Obviously, check out Mr. Dajnet tomorrow. He may be doing something, he may not be, who knows?
I'll be doing something.
Master Dad. There we go. And, alright, we'll get this rig going. But yeah, if you got any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me through Discord, on Twitch, Facebook, whatever as usual. But yeah, if anybody did want to know how to remove those bushes, just watch the stream back at the beginning. Anyway, have a great day, guys, and see you again soon. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.